One of the most profound and enduring debates in human history revolves around the origins of life. On one side stands the theory of evolution, a cornerstone of modern science that explains the diversity of life through natural processes. On the other side, various religious perspectives offer creation narratives that ascribe the origin and development of life to divine intervention. This discourse not only shapes scientific inquiry and religious belief, but also influences societal values, educational systems, and philosophical reflections. Let us delve deeply into the intricate relationship between the theory of evolution and religious teachings, exploring their points of convergence, divergence, and the profound implications for our understanding of existence. The theory of evolution, first comprehensively articulated by Charles Darwin in his seminal work On the Origin of Species, represents a fundamental framework in biological sciences. Darwin proposed that species evolve over time through a process called natural selection, where organisms with favorable traits are more likely to survive and reproduce. This mechanism, combined with genetic variation and mutation, drives the diversification of life on Earth. Central to the theory of evolution are several key principles. Natural selection acts on heritable traits within a population. Over generations, these traits become more common if they confer a survival advantage. Genetic mutations introduce new variations, some of which may enhance an organism's fitness in its environment. Over vast timescales, these processes result in the emergence of new species. The evidence supporting evolution is overwhelming and multifaceted. Fossil records reveal a chronological progression of life forms, showing transitional species that bridge gaps between major groups. Comparative anatomy and embryology demonstrate structural similarities among different organisms, suggesting common ancestry. Molecular biology and genetics provide further confirmation, with DNA sequence comparisons revealing the genetic relationships among species. Modern advancements in evolutionary biology continue to refine and expand Darwin's original theory. The discovery of DNA and the elucidation of genetic mechanisms have deepened our understanding of evolution. Research in fields such as genomics, paleontology, and developmental biology continually uncovers new insights into the evolutionary history of life on Earth. Religious perspectives on creation are diverse, reflecting the richness of human spiritual and cultural traditions. These perspectives often involve narratives that ascribe the origin of life and the universe to divine creation, each with its unique theological and philosophical underpinnings. In Christianity, the creation narrative is primarily derived from the book of Genesis. The first chapter of Genesis describes how God created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, culminating in the creation of humanity in His image. This account has been interpreted in various ways, ranging from literal interpretations that see the Genesis days as 24-hour periods, to allegorical interpretations that understand the days as symbolic of longer periods of time or stages of creation. Islamic perspectives on creation also find their basis in sacred texts, particularly the Quran. The Quran describes Allah as the creator of the heavens and the earth, emphasizing His omnipotence and the intentionality behind creation. Similar to Christianity, Islamic scholars have offered diverse interpretations of these texts, with some advocating for a literal understanding and others for a more metaphorical or allegorical interpretation. Hinduism presents a complex cosmology with multiple creation narratives. The Vedas, ancient Hindu scriptures, describe a cyclical process of creation and destruction, governed by cosmic principles and divine beings. Central to Hindu cosmology is the concept of Brahman, the ultimate reality, from which all existence emanates, and into which it ultimately returns. This cyclical view contrasts with the linear creation narratives of Abrahamic religions. Despite their differences, these religious perspectives share common themes: the intentionality of creation, the sacredness of life, and the moral and spiritual implications of our origins. They offer frameworks for understanding human existence and our place in the cosmos, imbuing life with meaning and purpose. The discourse between evolutionary theory and religious teachings reveals both areas of convergence and points of significant divergence, Understanding these helps to appreciate the complexity of the relationship between science and religion. Nonetheless, the methods and underlying presumptions of science and religion diverge fundamentally. The scientific process is predicated on falsifiability, experimentation, and empirical data. Naturalistic explanations for the diversity of life can be found in evolutionary theory, which is based on visible and testable occurrences. Contrarily, religious ideas frequently offer metaphysical justifications that may not be verifiable through empirical research because they are based on faith, holy books, and spiritual experiences. The age of the Earth is another point of divergence. Scientific evidence indicates that the Earth is approximately 4.5 billion years old, a timeline that supports the gradual processes of evolution. In contrast, certain religious interpretations, such as young Earth creationism, propose a much younger Earth, often based on literal readings of sacred texts. Mechanisms of life's development also differ. Evolutionary theory posits natural processes, mutation, selection, and genetic drift as drivers of biodiversity. Religious perspectives may attribute the origin and development of life to divine intervention or purposeful design. These differing views reflect deeper philosophical divides about the nature of causality and agency in the universe. Theistic evolution represents an attempt to bridge these differences, positing that divine action and evolutionary processes are not mutually exclusive. Proponents of theistic evolution argue that God works through natural processes, guiding evolution in a way that aligns with both scientific understanding and religious belief. This perspective allows for a synthesis of scientific and spiritual views, although it remains a subject of debate within both religious and scientific communities. The differences between evolutionary theory and religious teachings on creation are profound, reflecting divergent worldviews and epistemological foundations. These differences encompass various aspects, including the methodology of understanding the origins of life, the timeline of Earth's history, the mechanisms behind life's diversity, and the interpretations of human origins. Religious teachings on human origins vary widely. In the Abrahamic traditions, humans are often seen as uniquely created in the image of God, possessing inherent dignity and a special relationship with the divine. This view emphasizes the distinctiveness of human beings and their moral and spiritual responsibilities. Some religious interpretations accept the scientific account of human evolution, while maintaining that the soul or spiritual essence of humanity is a unique divine gift. A major philosophical question is how scientific and religious truths relate to one another. A common understanding of scientific truth is that it is tentative and open to change in light of fresh data. It uses logical reasoning and actual observation to try and understand the natural world. Conversely, religious truth is frequently regarded as absolute and is based on spiritual insight and heavenly revelation. It tackles philosophical issues such as the nature of existence, the meaning of life, and moral principles. Some philosophers and theologians argue for a complementary relationship between scientific and religious truth. They suggest that science and religion address different dimensions of human experience and can coexist harmoniously. This view, known as non-overlapping magisteria, posits that science deals with empirical questions about the natural world, while religion addresses spiritual and moral questions. Understanding human existence and morality is significantly impacted by evolutionary theory. By implying that humans are a part of nature and have ancestors in common with other species, the theory of common descent highlights the interconnection of all life. Respect for the environment and all living things can be fostered by this viewpoint, along with a sense of humility and ecological responsibility. The randomness and contingency inherent in evolutionary processes also raise philosophical questions about purpose and meaning. Some argue that evolution implies a purposeless universe, devoid of inherent meaning. Others, however, contend that meaning and purpose can be derived from human experience, relationships, and ethical commitments, regardless of the natural processes that produced us. Prominent scientists, theologians, and philosophers have contributed to the discussion of evolution and religion. Theistic evolution is supported by people like geneticist and devoted Christian Francis Collins, who contends that scientific and religious explanations are compatible. Evolutionary biologist and vocal atheist Richard Dawkins challenges religious beliefs while highlighting the explanatory potential of evolutionary theory. Theologians such as John Polkinghorne and Alistair McGrath explore the compatibility of science and faith, offering nuanced perspectives on how evolutionary theory can be integrated with religious belief. These voices contribute to a rich and ongoing dialogue, highlighting the complexity and depth of the relationship between evolution and religion. The interaction of creationist religious doctrine with the theory of evolution is a complex and very important subject. Divergent viewpoints are frequently the result of basic disparities in technique, epistemology, and underlying assumptions, but there are also points of convergence that draw attention to shared ethical convictions and values. Deep insights into the nature of truth, the compatibility of science and faith, and the implications of evolution for morality and human existence can be gained from philosophical and theological thoughts on this interaction. This ongoing dialogue encourages mutual respect and open-mindedness, fostering a deeper appreciation for both scientific inquiry and religious belief. By exploring the complex relationship between evolution and religion, we gain a richer understanding of our origins, our place in the cosmos, and the meaning and purpose of our lives. The journey of discovery, whether through the lens of science or faith, is a testament to the enduring human quest for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. If you liked our video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video to your friends.